All right. Oh my god. So much sneezing at the start already. Apologies. We are ready, everyone. I hope you're all there. Oh yeah. Okay, I think it started. Hello, hello. We are live. And it's going down. I'll just wait a little bit until people trickle in. Earlier than expected. Yeah, the time, I just like set up a bit of in time in advance, and so it's good. Because I can, and I'm not a goblin, I'm actually an orc. That's why. So yeah, Maria. There, you have your answer. Yes, I can. Yeah. Yeah, I've given myself time, Wildfire, always. You can, you know. Yeah, I've seen a goblin shark. They live in the deep sea, and I think they're kind of cute though. Have a toothy grin and mouth. Okay. Ba-bum. Did I forget anything? No. We have the chat up behind me. Everything is all right so far. And we can just go. And start with our friend. What's her face? Jenna. Jasmine, Jenna. That entire thing threw me off. Not gonna lie. Okay. We're gonna do the loading game. I need to get back right at the beginning with the choice. I forgot. Did you tell Jenna you were gay or bi? I told her I was bi. So, am I to get to fuck her, you say? Low IQ otter versus high IQ fox? I'm not sure how this will ever afflict me now. Okay. I'm going to... I think I need to follow Jenna and Leo, don't I? To activate her route, right? So I just don't do it wrong. Yes, okay. I watched Jenna's tail disappear through the sagebrush. They are headed down to the same trail that I used to go. That I used to get to Lake Emma. DJ did seem to head off in that direction while we were fighting. Though I can't imagine he'd go to the lake. I should go with them to help find the links. I'm also a little worried about Leo. It's been a long time since I've seen him that pissed. When I get there, I find Leo leaning back with his rear up against a big boulder on the shore. Bittersweet memories flood in. That rock is almost as much. Yeah, actually, we don't need to read that. We already read that during Leo's road. And I'm just gonna make this so... Just talk to him, he'll listen to you. I'm gonna stay with Jenna, obviously. That's what we now want. And from here on out, it should be new text. I look towards Leo, hunched forward, ears down, looking like an angry gargoyle perched on the ledge of a church. Hold on, Jenna. I turned back around to face her. Huh? I look back over my shoulder at Leo, watching his ears flick towards us. I think Leo wants to be left alone. Jenna folds her arm and looks past me. You sure? I thought you could get him to calm down. I look at Jenna for a while, realizing that I'd just rather talk to someone more collected, rather than a big angry wolf. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, alright. Should we head back then? Okay. As we start disappearing into the sagebrush, I look back in time to catch a glimpse of Leo looking over his shoulder. I look back down at the ground, wondering if it would have been a good idea to at least tell him that I felt like he needed some time alone. No. He would have just roped you into a conversation. Not what we want to do. I noticed Jenna around. Her huge ears perked up wide, like sails. What are you looking for? TJ. If it was up to me, I'd be leaving TJ alone as well. But Jenna is always worried about him. Yeah, because TJ is a fucking child. Like, it doesn't matter how old TJ is. TJ is a fucking child. And she's probably his, like, big sister. Not, like, biologically, but you know what I mean. But she feels like his big sister. Follow her through the brush in silence, unsure of what to say. So, why didn't you hang back with Leo? I move along with her for a while, thinking it over. I don't know. When he's in a bad mood, he's really good for a fight, you know? I catch up and start walking alongside her, since I was starting to taste the dirt being kicked up by her feet. Yeah. Thought it would be a good idea to let him cool down for a bit. Sort of envy the way she dressed right now, with her shorts and tank top. Jeans don't exactly breathe well. I finally start to see our picnic again. Carl's still sitting in the lawn chair, his head hanging over the back and smoke wafting around him. Jenna stops and puts her paws on her hips, looking around. Where do you think he went? There aren't many places he could have gone. Her eyes seem to settle and I follow her gaze to a clump of brush and trees next to the river. If TJ had anywhere to hide in the short amount of time that he did, that would really be the only place he could have done it. Without a word, Jenna starts in that direction. I tag along awkwardly, kind of feeling like I'm invisible to her right now. As soon as we break through the brush, we spot TJ. I watch as Jenna immediately goes to his side and sits down. TJ's ears perk up, but otherwise he doesn't look. After a while, Jenna wraps an arm around TJ's shoulder. I see him bristle for a second, and Jenna says something to him that I quite don't catch. Finally, he leans in and tugs her, and I can hear him sniffling. I'm starting to feel like I'm intruding, and I start to back away. But Jenna sees me and jerks her head. Where are you going, Chase? Come here. TJ pulls back from Jenna and starts wiping at his eyes. Chase? Yeah? I feel like TJ would be embarrassed to have me around. And he probably is, but Jenna's pretty insistent. So I move forward to stand next to them. I was just telling TJ about the time we used to float the river on the old inner tube. I smile and sit down next to Jenna, stretching my legs out. Do you remember that, Chase? His voice strained and a little crackly. But he seems to have things under control now. TJ is such a twink. He's like God's twink. Do I? Always thought it was ridiculous to use one of those things when you could just float on your back. Sorry, we are not all living floaties, Chase. We sit there for a while and now it isn't as awkward. I feel like if it were just me and TJ, things would be a lot more tense. Jenna has a way of making things feel natural and easy. It's like her confidence is a shield to all my weird, awkward stupidity. It is. I hear TJ shift and sniffle as he wipes his face again. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't mean... Nope, you stop right there, TJ. He does stop. It's hard not to when he has a tone like that. Flynn is an absolute dick. Never let him affect how you feel about things. He only thinks about himself and how he feels. Right, Chase? I feel like this is a little bit unfair to Flynn. Yeah, he was pretty selfish, but he didn't care about other people. At least I think he does, even though he hardly ever admits it. Probably best to agree with Jenna right now, though. Yeah, he's just not thinking straight right now. I think coming here might have been a bad idea. Chase, you're a bad idea too. Like, it's what I said earlier. They have let this stuff fester for way too long. It's never been addressed between all of them in a group. They should have had group therapy, not just single therapy. They should have had group therapy. I'm still like unsure what happened. We know now that Sydney drowned. But what exactly happened? No idea. We'll find out. I think somehow TJ was involved. Because it's always poor TJ, poor TJ. We'll see what happens. It's interesting. Like this entire thing that, or this entire mystery that like is the core of what this entire visual novel is. I think that really shouldn't matter. In fact, we probably should have gone to the lake. What happened happened, and there's not much we can do about it. Letting it absolutely rule our lives like this, to the point of preventing us from going where we want to go. That's pretty messed up. We all went through it, and it was awful, but we stayed friends, and here we are. Maybe we should celebrate that instead of accusing each other of bullshit. Yeah. I mean, kind of, Jenna, yeah, but I'm still of the opinion you need a group therapy session. Because there's animosities in there. Definitely. Of course, what Flynn had been saying wasn't complete bullshit. None of us really know exactly what happened except TJ. I didn't have any reason to come here. And if I had the same mindset as Flynn, I never would have. DJ glances over at Jenna. How are things with you and my family? Same as it's been for the past 5 years. I don't know. Maybe I could try. Jenna sighs deeply. Sorry, I didn't mean... No, DJ, it's fine. It's just... She seems to be thinking hard about what she's going to say. Man, the things that Jenna could say about her family. I have too many bad memories about that. Their family is completely broken, like there is no fixing it. Going back where there would just mean trouble. I've learned my lesson. Yeah, that one night when you lost your door while reading yaoi mangas. With Adam and Dad gone, it's just Mom and Jeremy now anyway. Not much of a family to go back to. I'm kinda deeply afraid of what Jeremy is doing to his mom. Like, I'm just deeply afraid. Has your dad not... Has anyone seen him since? As far as I know, no, but I wouldn't really care if he was back. And if he really is missing, well, Mom never filed a missing persons report. So I guess it wouldn't matter. I'm sorry. Why? You're not the one that messed it all up. DJ looks away, his ears down. Jenna sighs and puts an arm back around TJ's shoulders. And here I am bringing everyone down when the point was to make you feel better. Chase, remind us of something happy. Yeah, Chase! You better be funny now, or have a good memory of a happy happening. Just very spontaneously, my dude. Something weird is going on with my sound. What exactly is going on with my sound? Well, I broke up with my ex. Ruckus applause, yeah. There's some noise when you talk. Weird. There shouldn't be any noise. The only thing I hear is the computer. Could be that maybe the microphone picks up my dog barking in the other room. But I don't think that. Wasn't there earlier. Weird. Okay. Haven't noticed anything. Huh. That I just hear in my environment right now the usual sound. Like there's nothing out of the ordinary right now. Let me do something real quick. Let's see if that works. We can make it a little bit, you know, quieter. Maybe it's computer. I made it a bit quieter. So yeah. Other than that, I can't really do anything right now. Maybe I need to listen back to the... Maybe the microphone itself isn't good and has issues. But I couldn't fix that right now, so I have to... Don't know. Take a look, I guess, later. After the stream. The noise removal is on, it should work fine. Okay. I'll continue for now. Chase, remind us of something happy. I jump, then scramble after being put on the spot. Oh, remember when I called it Yee-Yaw River? I remember when you called it Yee-Yaw River, Chase. You had a bit of a speech impediment back then. Oh yeah, let's laugh at the guy with the speech impediment. Somebody who has a speech impediment, I'm very, very proud of you, Jenna. Yeah. I remember that. It was kind of cute. It's quiet for a moment, and then Jenna gives TJ a little nudge. So how's school going, TJ? It's not bad. I got accepted into the athletic training program, which is really cool because they are really selective. I think I'm one of 20 that they chose. Wow, that's fantastic, TJ. Jenna smiles, though he's still looking at his feet. Thanks, but you got into Weston? I did. Furrow my brow at that. Hey, come on, Weston is like the stereotypical best school in the country. Really, Chase? Fucking really? She looks over at me and smiles. Great, I know. It's just a lot of stress. Sometimes I'd like to get a break. That was a little surprising to hear from Jenna. Usually she was so energized and had a get-her-done attitude about almost anything. That's why I assume she got into Weston in the first place. Maybe you should take a break then? Kind of up to you, isn't it? Just because I want it done doesn't mean I need it. Hey Teach, weren't you wanting to go hike while we were here? Yeah. I know things are a bit bad right now, but it could be fun to go. Of course, TJ, I was planning to go with you anyway. Oh, we are experiencing the hike. This time, maybe. I don't know. Oh, cool. At that point, all of TJ's gloomy demeanor disappears. His tail quirked and his ears raised up. Jenna looks sideways at me meaningfully. Yeah, definitely didn't want to do that. I'm not even doing anything and already I'm sweating buckets and looking at the shiny water longingly. Would have jumped in the water by now if TJ wasn't here. For some reason that would seem inappropriate. Yeah, of course it would seem inappropriate. Christ is watching you, Otter. Right then I feel something pressed down hard on my paw, which is splayed out behind me. Looking over, I see Jenna has her paw on mine, leaning in on it. Yeah, definitely I'm going. Like, do you now? Do you now? Yes! Jenna lifts her paw off mine and I gulp. It didn't really hurt, but something about her suddenly touching me like that. It settled then. You should probably go get back. We want to get a lot of rest before the hike tomorrow. I'm deathly afraid of this hike. Tuesday. So, where are we headed, TJ? Jenna sounds like in a much better mood than yesterday. We all are. Or we really are. The canyon, Echo Canyon more specifically. That's how long the hike took. Like from Monday to Wednesday to Tuesday? Oh god. One hell of a hike. The canyon, Echo Canyon more specifically. You ever been? He looks at us both. He looks at both of us with a grin. Nope. No, me neither. His ears fall a little. Well, you know the town is named after it, right? How have you not been there before? I shrug and Jenna laughs. Because you have to walk through 3 miles of snake-infested desert to get there. That makes me bristle. Because there definitely are snakes here. I can't help but scan the brush. You really should worry about that. They are more afraid of you than you are of them. And they do have a rattle. So just listen for it. Jenna grins and looks straight at me. Yeah, you're right. The most dangerous animal you'll find on these paths is the blonde. An involuntarily shiver works itself up my spine. Jenna! TJ frowns. It's even less likely, Jenna. Great, now that you said it, I'm gonna be all uptight for the rest of the hike. You're welcome. Alright, let's get going. We want to make it to the top by noon. Shit. A few hours in and TJ's quite a bit ahead of us. I feel a little bit bad about it, but I think he likes it that way. Probably wants to think after yesterday. Imagine having like this trip through the desert. I could not do it. I simply could not do this. She gestures at my water bottle, which is still half full. Oh, come on, I've had like 3 already. I take a sip and almost snort water as Jenna tips up the bottom of the bottle. Hey, I made TJ a promise here. You're an otter, you need it. Last stop! I cough a few times, water running down my chin and chest. Even though it feels good, I wipe it away with my forearm. Jenna chuckles before we start walking again. It's a good idea to waste your water out in this desert. Actually, I don't really need more water than me. Actually, you don't really need more water than me or TJ. As he could tell you. The water thing is actually more psychological. more of a psychological need as opposed to be a physical one. Yeah. I look over my wet camera bag, which definitely didn't need water. Yeah, you know, back when there weren't really any ethics in research, they separated an otter pup from water and never allowed him to swim. Imagine if Jenna's horror route started right here. It already does. She's talking about research with otter pups getting separated from parents in water. Fucked up, man. That makes me pause. Technically, in this day and age, otters don't really need to swim. Trip to the supermarket gets all that done. But something about not being allowed to be in water and to feel the cool, isolated space that I so longed to be in. What happened? Depressed, disengaged, neurotic in general. Then when they were done, they just set him loose into the world. He offed himself a few years later. Jesus Christ! Wow. Yep. I mean, ethics are in place now. Oh yeah, I'm glad they are. Not that the psychological association is any better. You probably heard about their role in the whole advanced interrogations controversy. Like the waterboarding stuff, yeah. But it really makes you realize how powerful the brain is. It's not all physical necessities. Must have been pretty awful for him that he killed himself, I can't imagine. Talking about offing oneself though, it's got me thinking about Jenna's brother. So you wanting to talk about Adam. No. Imagine if the story she said was based on a real one, from real otters. I wouldn't be surprised. We did some fucked up shit to animals for research purposes. Well, I sort of did, but I don't think that would be appropriate at all. Was just wondering, are you gonna see your family sometime during the trip? We talked about it earlier, but I guess you didn't really give an answer. Jenna snores loudly, tossing her head back. You're kidding, right? Feel my cheeks flush, knowing that I might have said something really offensive. I'm not really in tune with how things are with Jenna's family. Yeah, because you're a bad friend sometimes. Otter. You and sometimes even Flynn dealt with most of that. I mean, aren't you a little bit curious? Curious is the wrong word. Oh. Maybe morbidly curious. Anyway, they haven't bothered contacting me since I left. Though, as far as I can tell, they are not missing me. Guys, there's a giant dip over here, so watch your step. DJ quite a bit ahead of us now. I don't even see him anymore around all the boulders and brush. I pick up the pace, Jenna follows. Well, do you miss him? She doesn't say anything for a while, which tells me she's really thinking about it. No. She says finally, surprising me a little with her bluntness. At least not mom and dad, not even Adam. Really? Jenna shifts around as she grabs another water bottle out of the backpack, hands it to me. Adam, He had problems. Mom and Dad fucked him up. Of course he took it out on me. He did some messed up stuff. Oh my god. Oh boy! Is this going exactly where I think this will go? I debate whether or not I should ask what exactly that messed up stuff was, but I'm way too scared of what it might be. Oh, I can tell you what it is. He did things he shouldn't have done with his sister. Jeremy, though, I guess I wouldn't mind seeing him again. I give her an incredulous look. See? Jeremy's the one I would have thought you wouldn't have wanted to talk to. Great friend Chase, yeah. Great friend Chase, exactly. Huh, yeah. Now Clint is the one that fucked up Jeremy. But he really was a good person before then. Jeremy was for as long as I can remember, a royal dick. A bully to me, TJ, and Carl. Along with Clint, he terrorized our childhood. That is until Leo showed up. I'll never forget the day Leo rammed Jeremy's head into a tree and punched Clint so many times in the face. His eyes almost shut. Holy shit. Leo didn't play. Holy fuck. He didn't play at all. Leo was just like, fuck it, we ball, yeah. We ball, boys. Of course, Leo never got in trouble because neither of their parents gave a shit. Environment is really important to how you develop as a person. That's probably why you constantly disassociate, Jenna. I think for a second. Well, you turned out alright. Environment and temperament make us who we are. Some people can't just take more. It's clear that her temperament was a lot stronger than mine. Whatever the fuck that was. If I had parents like that, I don't know how I would have survived. I take another gulp I take another gulp of water, and it's then that I realize how badly I need to pee. Well then, just pee. You're in nature. Just yank down those pants and let it flow. Let it flow, let it flow. Looking back to the side, I spot a rather large boulder surrounded by sagebrush. Hey, you go ahead, I gotta take a piss. Like, no, just wait on each other. That's fucking idiotic. You with your stubby dump other legs are going to fall down anyways. Jenna quirks her muscle and folds her arm. Sure you don't want me to wait up for you? Aw. I'm kidding. She turns around and starts walking up the trail. Watch out for spiders! Ha ha. Sometimes Jenna's jokes were so dry that I had a hard time of figuring out if she really was joking or not. I dodge my way around the sagebrush and tumbleweeds towards the boulder, and I start to piss. Jenna really is an enigma. She's nice enough and smart, but she has this edge about her that always has me on guard for some reason. Her prickles on the back of my neck. I'm not sure what it is, but something isn't right. I look left and right in the small chance that someone else is coming up the trail. It's weird feeling like this in broad daylight. Normally I don't get so... Wait, what? Normally I don't get so uptight unless it's dark. I hear it's the opposite with species that can see better at night. Something's watching you from the brush. A shiver runs up my spine, and I tremble under its influence. And there, right in the middle, someone's face is staring at me. I can only call it a face because there are two eyes and a mouth. But I've never seen anything like it. Just piss in the mouth. It's flat, wide, stretched out, saggy. Where the chin should be. I can't help myself. I yelp out loudly and stumble to the side as I whip my body around to defend myself. Somehow conscious of the fact that my dick is still out. Then it all comes together. I stare for a few seconds longer, then force out a tight, high-pitched laugh. Are you fucking kidding me? It's a rock. A white rock, and the sagebrush twigs have fallen over it perfectly to give it features similar to that of a face. I sigh and rub my own face. You should rub your own dick, though. I sigh and rub my own face. Both my paws feeling my chest hammering. Oh my god. I sigh and rub my own face with both my paws, feeling my heart hammering in my chest. I always did this shit to myself. As I lower my paws, I notice a wet streak across the left side of my pants. I hadn't finished peeing yet. Great job, Chase. Really good. Really good pissing on yourself. You're the master. Fucking son of a bitch. I hiss and turn back, trying to work myself into a peeing mood again. Finally, as I start finishing up, the prickling feeling on my neck starts up again. Try to ignore it, but it gets worse and worse. I shake my hips a few times and then step up. Start back around the boulder. It's at that point that I give a glance back at the brush. The rock isn't there anymore. He's the masturbator, exactly. I stare one paw at the boulder, feeling my fur starting to bristle all over my body. What? It's Tuesday and Chase is already losing it. Chase, it's not even Friday. Can you just, for 5 minutes, keep your ass together? Maybe it's because I'm a different angle now. The feeling of being watched is overpowering, though, and it's coming from the other side of the boulder. Where I just was at. Jenna drives him crazy faster than Leo does. She would drive me crazy, too. I look up the trail, but I don't see Jenna or TJ at all. I can't even hear them. I look back towards the boulder, wondering if I'm losing my mind. Gritting my teeth, I turn away and start back up the trail at a brisk walk, knowing that I'm acting just like a little kid. Despite that, I'm feel myself to panic a little. And soon I'm running up the trail. And I'm not looking back. We made it! He says it even though he's already sitting down on the what looks like a rock bench. He probably got there a good 10 minutes before us. I'm sweating all over the place, but Jenna seems fine. It's embarrassing because it's only now that I realize she'd been hanging back because of me. Group hug! DJ stands and holds his paws out. I want to protest because of how gross I must look, but Jenna sort of forces me into it as DJ walks up to us. This was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for coming. Dude, we have to go the entire way back. Are you fucking crazy? Well, we are glad you had fun, even if we weren't able to keep up. As we lean back from the hug, I see Jenna's nose wrinkle. I press my tail a little closer to my rear. Also, in-game music is a bit loud at times. Yeah, I don't know. This track is like always loud. I actually tried to adjust it. Let me... Better? Probably. Alright, let's eat. We sit down on the rock and TJ starts pulling the sandwiches out of the soft cooler. He'd been so excited about our trip that he'd gone to the convenience store by himself at 5 in the morning and made all of our sandwiches. It's actually pretty good too. There's even avocado on it, even if it's the packaged, mushy kind according to him. We eat in silence for a while, and looking over, I can see Jenna in deep thought, chewing slowly. What's up? She shrugs and swallows. Well, I bet she swallows. Just thinking about how this might be the last time we really get to hang out is all. That's kind of sad thing to say. Well, think about it. I graduate in a few months, and then I'll be off to the other side of the country. That's what happens when you grow up. You would sketch love meeting with Flynn there, okay? I don't trust you on this wildfire. Then you'll graduate. Jason, I don't think you'll be sticking around here. Maybe. And you, TJ, you might just leave the country. That would make sense. TJ's parents are back in his hometown. I think we'll get together again. Just a matter of planning it right. Might be a while, but it'll happen, and there's always the internet. TJ... Oh, I didn't know. Either that went past me, or this is news to me. I didn't know TJ wasn't from the US. I'm just saying, I hope Flynn can get over himself before the end of our trip. I don't think this should be our big send-off. We've still got time. I leaned back and draped my arms over the back of the bench, closing my eyes. I really want to take my shirt off though. The fabric is almost soaked through and it's clinging in a real gross way to my fur. The sun is beating down on me, shining bright red through my eyelids. Now I also know why Wildfire called TJ always Canadian. If only there was a pond up here, I'd be able to sink to the bottom. The sun reduced to a shimmering silver. My type really isn't built for this kind of weather. I feel Jenna shift next to me, and suddenly I feel her nose up against my ear, and I shiver a little. Is that making you hot, huh? What the hell was she doing? Without turning my head towards her. Chase, do you need some musk off? I open my eyes and then squint against the brightness of the sun. What? I said. She leans forward, obviously not wanting TJ to hear. She laughs a little before she starts again. You're smelling a little strong. Instantly my ears burn and I scoot away instinctively, lowering my eyes. Shit, sorry. No, it's alright. Didn't know we were going on a hike before you packed, but I have some. TJ looks over at us curiously as he nibbles on the salad wrap. He is perked. I don't know why, but I glare at him. Already humiliated enough. He frowns. What? Nothing. Jenna's just telling me I stink. Oh. Jenna laughs and then reaches over to her backpack and opens the top zipper. Talking in a normal voice now. The female brand, so it's not as strong, but it should get the job done. Thanks. I grumble and snatch it from her paw, instantly feeling shitty about it. I know she's just trying to be nice, even though TJ and Jenna are probably the nicest people in our little group. It's so fucking embarrassing. I mean, it's who you are. You get musky and sweaty, that's how it be. Just make the best out of it. If she's nice enough and says you stink, and just accept it and take the musk off. I actually prefer Flint's ribbing right now. Oh my god. Fuck you, Chase. You don't know what you want. I stalk off around a rather large bush and pull down my pants. You can see the pink can cover. Pink. The can is pink and covered in flowers. Great. I grab my tail and yank it up before giving my ass a good liberal dose of girl smells. I can vividly imagine this scene, dude. I can. Like, this is fucking hilarious. I can't see him doing this with my inner eye. Like, holy shit, man. You have some water, like, just wash your fucking ass and then use that. Whatever. Of course, if I'd known I'd be doing anything so sweat-inducing, I would have brought my own boy-smelling brand. But I'm stuck with this. Smelling like a girl in front of Jenna. Don't forget, there's a goatee for that man. Yeah. I guess it's better than nothing. As I come back around the bush, I can tell something's off. TJ meets eyes with me and quickly looks down, frowning. I glare. I'd honestly be happier if he just joined in with Jenna and laughed at me instead. She's buried in her phone right now, which is annoying, since she told us before the hike that phones weren't allowed. All done? She doesn't even look up, but points at the bag with her foot. Go ahead and stick it in the bag. That you can read absolutely wrong. Yeah, he probably does. He probably also thinks that eggs is a substitute for showering. I don't know if he thinks that, but Chase is probably an axe kid. You know these teenies that like when axe was at its biggest, barely a thing now. But like the teenage boys who like just axe the shit up. Go ahead and stick it in the bag. I guess I sigh and bent over and shoved the can back in, then noticed that it's been zipped closed again. Without thinking, I zip it back and widen the gap and immediately find a big furry orange and black spider glaring out at me from the back. I scream like a fucking girl, jump, dropping the can, stumbling back and falling flat on my ass as I trip over some rocks. I land on my tail wrong and it sends a jolt of pain up my back. Jenna, who already started laughing the moment I screamed, puts a paw on her muzzle. Oh my god, that was fucking mean. Come on, Jenna. That was really fucking mean. Only one though, because the other one is holding her camera phone and she's filming the whole fucking thing. That was fucking mean. Just a prank, bro. I remember prank YouTube channels where people almost got shot because they were so stupid. Oh god, are you okay? Yeah, you should have thought about that earlier now, Jenna, huh? She's still smiling behind her paws. Fine. I guess I have a decision to make. Whether to get mad or just to shrug it off and laugh with them. Yeah, and that's why she probably did that prank, Orion. Because she aimed for maximum effect. And I don't know how I feel about that. I go with the latter and grin sheepishly. Wow, I'd expect that from you. Jenna, but TJ? What the hell, man? TJ flinches, a sad look on his face. She told me she'd throw me off the cliff if I said anything. Jenna laughs and puts her phone away before picking up the can and shoving it into the bag. Success! Where the hell did you even get that from? That one rest stop with the souvenir shop. Alright, everyone done? I know you need to get some shots of the canyon chase. Let's go do that. Threats to murder, so quirky. I'm the total bath girl. Biff. I sit cross-legged next to Jenna, a bit further back than she is with her legs dangling over the edge of the cliff. I guess someone that's so confident about her life and future is worried about falling the 80 feet to her death. I mean, you could help her with that, Chase. And just need to approach her. Oopsie! And then there she goes. 80 feet down below. Can't take revenge, Chase, for that spider prank earlier, Chase. How about them jeans? You know, one good thing about this place is stuff like this. Hanging off the edge of a cliff. Lack of people. The mountains. I'll miss that. I hear the mountains back east are small like hills. That sounds nice too. She picks up a sizable rock and tosses it off the edge. listening to the clatter and echo as it bounces down the cliff. Man, you're so great at prediction. Doesn't really matter though. I'll be living in a big city, way bigger than Peyton. Are you nervous about living in a big city? No. I'm more anxious to get started with school, actually. And of course, I'll miss you guys too. A lot. She flicks her ears back at TJ, who's flat on his back, under a tree behind us, snoring lightly. Yeah, TJ is sleeping. Wipe my forearm across my forehead. The oils from my waterproof fur sliding nastily against each other. Sorry, but pull my shirt off. I need to let my shirt dry out. It's fucking gross. She looks over at me and then her silver and turquoise necklace catching the light and flashing briefly. Jenna looks perfect, of course. The fur on her face and arms is brushed with delay, held together by some kind of spray, probably. By comparison, I look like a soggy log covered in wet brown mold. Covered in wet brown mold. Oh my god. You are a wet brown mold. I blush and look down. The bravado I had worked up, take off my shirt dissipating under her gaze. She doesn't laugh though. I was wondering when you were going to take that off. Looked really uncomfortable. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gross. It's not gross, it's just what your body does to survive. Jenna sometimes says things that I suspect carry a lot more meaning than what's on the surface level. But honestly, I'm too dumb to figure it out. So here's the truth about you, Chase. When you say you're too dumb to figure it out, you're not too dumb to figure it out. You're just too fucking lazy to figure it out. You do not care in the slightest about what she means or what she just said. Too dumb to figure it out is a front, so you don't have to challenge yourself, and so you don't have to read into what your friends are telling. I really hope my smell isn't overpowering the spray, but I'm in the middle of leaning to the side to see if I can catch a whiff of my butt musk. He literally wants to smell his own ass. Oh my god. Man, I just imagine fur gel disgusting. Yeah, I don't think like fur gel is probably a good idea as well. But yeah, it's what a catch. Yeah. He's like the dog smelling his own fucking ass. And I choke back up. Huh? What was kind of gross is that there was another smell. Oh? Yeah, did you pee on yourself? It takes me a second to register what she just said. Then it hits me, and this time I have to close my eyes out of shame. Of course she was going to smell that. Foxes can smell fucking everything on you that's happened in the last week. Yeah, I did. She lost this time and I look away off into the canyon again. I know it can happen, but it just smells like it was a lot. is all. I sigh and lean back on my paws, letting my hand back. That sucks for Jenna, to be honest, especially having Leo as a friend. I'm gonna be honest, I think Leo is into all these kind of bodily odors. He doesn't give a shit. He's probably the one who says, yeah, piss on me, Chase. And then I'll piss on you. To mark my territory. I debate telling her exactly what happened since it seems so childish, but it's not like she's being mean. She has a demeanor about her that just makes you want to talk. Must be that psych degree at work. I just saw something that scared me a little, so when I jumped, I got some on me. What did you see? She lays out flat on her back, legs dangling over the side of her paw. What? Legs still dangling over the side with her paws behind her head. I guess so she can get a better look at me. I avoid looking at her in case she thinks I'm staring. Okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but it just felt like I was being watched. You know, when you psych yourself up and everything looks scary? Of course. So felt that behind me. And when I looked, I saw what sort of looked like a face in some sagebrush. Just talking about it right now, getting my fur to prickle. I hadn't really thought about it since it happened. Now that it's only now that I'm realizing how weird it all was. Ah, a face you recognized? No. It was like sort of flat, like I didn't have a muscle and white. It was a human's face. There are humans abound. They're gonna kill you all. I look back at Jenna, but she's not looking back at me. Instead, it's like she's looking past me. That is weird. Yeah. But it was a rock. We are wired to recognize faces, so we find them in a lot of things. Terrifying, yeah. Humans, the most terrifying creature. Yeah, I mean, the twigs and stuff were falling across it in a way that I made it look like it had eyes and stuff. But then I realized what it was. But I jumped and got pee on myself. So that's what happened. What's weird is that when I was leaving, I couldn't see it anymore. The last part, I say the last part with a laugh, mostly to hide out how freaked out I'm about it. When I look at Jenna again, I can see the fur on her neck has lifted a little. Was probably just the angle though, you were right. Jenna looks back at me and I can tell she's debating whether or not to tell me something. Wait. This made me think about when I was a kid. I hadn't actually thought about it for years. Do you want to talk about it? I'm worried I'm about to open up a can of worms. You should never open up a can of worms. You always should open up a good can of whoop-ass! So I just, made the 3 wrestling fans that watch this channel happy. It was traumatizing it wasn't traumatizing or anything like that. Well, it was actually, but it wasn't real. Did you see a face? Yeah, not exactly like yours though. It was more of a red color, but it was flat too. It was made me think of it. Wow. Yeah. It had a body too, and I can't really remember exactly what it was like. Did you dream it? No, not really a dream. At least not in the sense that I was asleep when it happened. I just see it walking around in broad daylight sometimes. What the hell? Are these like real solid memories? Like it really happened? I don't know. Usually happened when I was sad or angry. Like when Dad was having one of his moments. I just like to walk past the doorway or sit in a closet. Really? What the fuck? This was a long time ago, like when I was 5. I don't want you thinking I'm crazy, Chase. She probably saw that because it was like, I don't know, some aberration, demon, whatever. Some terrifying sleep paralysis demon that haunted her nightmares. I saw things too as a kid. Yeah, I think you've told me. I had it, and it's something I really don't want to think about right now. I'm pretty sure it's something my mind made up because I was under a lot of stress. The brain can make up whatever it wants, really. It's part of the reason I went into the field that I did. I want to help figure it out. Do you see it anymore at all? She's quiet for a while, then shakes her head. No. My phone goes off. And I jump with a little yelp. What? I'm sad and crying. The world is broken. Oh no, not the world! The world is broken. We need some glue to put the world back together. One time I thought I saw Leo staring. I know nothing about Netflix, dude. Like, which show is getting removed? I don't even have Netflix. One time I thought I saw Leo staring, yeah. Crazy, huh? Absolutely. My phone goes off and then I jump with a little yelp. Jenna laughs and it breaks the tension a little, so I laugh with her. I know you said no phones, but you already used yours, so I think I get a freebie. Hey, I had to record your reaction from... painted in a cartoon way. Glitter Force. Never heard of that. I need to look it up. Leo, where are you? I stare at it for a second. It seems a little short. Usually Leo throws a cheesy emoticon for everything. Leo is fucking pissed that you're not with him. When he's not angry, of course. Jenna notices my expression. What's up? Just Leo. Tap out a quick response. I'm hiking with TJ and Jenna, and did we forget to tell you that? Almost instantly I get a response. Yeah, you did. He's definitely got something up his ass. No, Chase, you got this all wrong. He's mad because he's not up your ass. Wolf boy getting pissy? Maybe I never can tell with him. Jenna's phone goes off right then. Speak of the devil. Since it seems like she's inviting me, I lean over to read her phone. What the hell? I feel like myself getting a little angry. What the fuck's his problem? Jenna gives me a little playful smirk as she sits up and puts her phone away without responding. He's jealous. That gets me flustered for some reason. You think so? That, and he probably wants us all to hang out together. Which we should. But we need some time away before we give Flynn another chance. Anyway, we should head back. If we start now, we can grab dinner and we can grab dinner at the diner by 6. Jenna gets up and goes to wake up TJ. But I'm sort of lost in thought. I feel bad for Leo. You should never feel bad for Leo. Was he mad at me for not talking to him by the lake yesterday? It could be a thing, you know. After being out in the desert for so long, it feels absolutely amazing to be sitting in the air-conditioned diner. Having already ordered our food, I lean back against the booth, my eyes feeling a little heavy. I think I would feel fucked after this tour too. So thanks again for going with me, guys. I wouldn't have been as much fun if there wasn't anyone to share it with. Where's CJ? I had a lot of fun too. I put in my affirmative as well, grinning. And sorry guys, had to put up with my slowness and smell. Stop apologizing for it. Like you're a species again, your own kind. I'll be right back. I need to do something real quick. Stay with me. Alright. Took me a little bit. Sorry. Okay, where were we? I'll be sure that next time we don't do such a long trailer. If there is a next time. I hope there is. Maybe. There's not exactly much else to do around here. The thought of hiking again makes my knees weak. But I don't say anything. So Chase, I have to ask. Have you been seeing any guys at Pueblo? Be careful, TJ. Chase might become competent if you keep this up. Chase incompetent? I mean, yeah, I guess every arc has a little bit of character growth. But Chase, maybe, I don't know. The question takes me by surprise and I pause. Looking at Jenna, TJ looks surprised as well, but looks at me curiously. It has been years since you and Leo were together. You two were pretty outspoken in all your social media pictures. TJ stirs some from his initial shock. The topic shifted, not speaking up. Yeah, in comparison to back in the day, you've been pretty quiet on that front. I feel myself cringe inwardly in remembrance of all the kissing selfies and cheesy song quotes we'd post. Leo did most of it, but I was by no means innocent. As of late, I haven't really posted much. Most of the people who are still on my timeline just rant about political stuff. Oh look, it's the same today! As the two look unexpectedly, I feel myself shift in the pleather diner seat. Plastic leather. Ah, yes. Okay. Pleather. Plastic leather. Interesting. Uncomfortable. Well, not really. Oh. Yeah, I guess after a relationship, as long as Leo and I's kind of just been focused on, adulthood. Adulthood is difficult. A reasonable thing to keep you occupied. You weren't even that long in a relationship with him, dude. You were like 3 years with him. And then you just said, yeah, Chase, Leo. Find the texture quite pletherable. I needed some ice water after that pun. DJ nods with a broad smile, his ears flopping a little. Well, have you engaged with anything more casual since? I feel myself blanch a little before recombobulating. TJ just looking confused, thankfully. I downloaded one of those gay apps for meeting guys. All it really does is make me feel like crap, though. I look sidelong toward the links besides Jenna. He gives me a curious. Oh my god, I just realized. He downloaded one of those gay apps. Like he promised in Route 65 not to fuck guys from the internet. He broke his promise to Leo. I mean, they aren't together anymore, but he still did. I mean, he probably didn't fuck a guy from the internet, but he thought about it. He kind of not broken it, I guess. I guess it's how you look at it, really. But he was definitely thinking about being a hornball. Jason has no integrity. Woo! Woo! Yeah, he doesn't. People on there can be pretty speciesed. I see a lot of no muscly days, no artists, and no musk types. I met up with a few guys, but it all was pretty awkward. It didn't go anywhere. Most didn't look like their profile picture. That's awful. I can't imagine putting yourself up for that sort of thing. He pauses and quickly holds up his paw defensively. I mean, meeting someone you like and love organically, I think that's the word, is important. Well, Chase doesn't have that luxury. According to a study I read, about 1 out of every 25 people like it. I thought it was 1 in 10. 1 in 25 is a pretty low number. Is a much lower number than I was always taught, or people always told me. Then the chances of both parties having mutual attraction lowers the compatibility chances even more so. Numbers change over the year. Acceptance is spread. This was 2016. Yeah, but like, people told me in the 90s already it was 1 in 10. Now it's 1 in 25. How does it go back? Because 1 in 25 is less than 1 in 10. The online component is almost a necessity, depending on one's region, Echo seeming to be the bizarre exception. He teaches shift the guilty expression, the grey feline muttering a quiet "oh" before taking a long drink of water. I uninstalled it though when I visited my parents over Christmas. I haven't had much of a thought to install it back. You also shouldn't. Even despite the low numbers or the low chances, just try to find somebody organically. It'll get you much, much further in your relationship than online crap ever will. At least that's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. What do I know? I live in a big city. We have like a gay scene, so technically I could go there. But they all just wanna bonk. Kinda boring too. I think you should reinstall it. I'm actually a bit curious what sort of results you'll get in Echo. I Google it. 80% identify as straight, 30% is gay, 4% is bi, 1% is pan and omni, 1 ace, and 11% say as other no answer. Ah. Those are really interesting numbers. But that's I'm somewhat surprised or not surprised, I should say, that bi is basically, apart from obviously other, no answer, the biggest slice of the pie, essentially. I do think this number, the number of people who identify as straight will still go down a little bit over time, but I don't think it'll go down all that significantly. It might stagnate at 75%. That's from one source though, so grain of salt, of course. Always, always. It's just, in the end, it's just numbers. And if you know anything about studies, you can always, like, show numbers that are, like, different from what the actual intention is and whatnot. And it's a thing, but it's still interesting that we have, like, 20, according to this study at least, 20% queer people. That's not insignificant, I would say. It's still a minority, but it's not an insignificant minority. My mind reels back to 15-year-old me posting a Photoshop picture of my... Oh, there we go. And the horrible aftermath. I don't know, Jenna, probably wouldn't get much anyway. Most results would be from Peyton 30 miles away. You maybe could get Kutsu, baby. Go for it. I want to see Kutsu again. Kutsu is the sexiest motherfucker in this entire fucking shithole. Or maybe you can find Brian. That would be a catch. Not. Plus, I'm pretty sure I already know the only result is gonna be a certain shirtless Sheila. Honestly, I hate to sound like one of those podcasts, but something has to be in the water here. First Flynn and Leo, then you. Watched all of you grow up and turn out to like guys. I remember you sitting on the edge of my bed, sniffling out. Oh, there we go. So, canonically, he came out to her. Okay, interesting. Canonically, I mean, what happens in this one, I consider canonically. So I took the canonically right choice. I still remember you sitting on the edge of my bed, sniffling about your parents finding out and how much of a deviant you were. Completely unaware that I'd had the same sort of conversation with both Flynn and Leo about a year earlier. Oh, God. I placed my face into my palm. Kind of weird, I guess. I'm surprised Chase never tried to fuck with Flynn. Because Chase fucks everything. That's not like... That's not like... on trees. And it's kind of weird, I guess. But now that you're officially bi, our horizons have expanded, yes? Oh, that you would like to know that, Jenna, right? You would like to know that, huh, Jenna? I'm taken off guard, looking back up to Jenna. TJ stops gulping down his ice water. Ice water is so good. I have ice water too. Can you hear it clicking? Beautiful. Not really. Actually, I mean, I guess you could say I lean towards males, but not like... I was about to say that I sometimes look at straight porn when I'm in the mood, but that might be a little inappropriate with TJ here. Jesus Christ, TJ needs to learn it too. It's not like he's completely sexless. TJ would have probably some preferences too. Like, he probably would nail Jesus to the cross, but yeah. Whatever. Well, it's probably inappropriate to say the plot twist. He's got nothing down there. I don't believe that for 1 second. He has a dick. I don't know how big it is. It could be tiny. It could be fucking a log. And he has 2 balls. Maybe 1 ball. I don't know. Maybe they had to remove one. But he definitely is packing heat down there. That's what I know about TJ. I think he just doesn't know how to use that thing. That is what I feel like about TJ. TJ is someone who has never used that thing other than to piss. And I also think that TJ probably will never ever use it on anyone. Not even on himself, because he is so oblivious to that stuff that he didn't even know how to masturbate if somebody told him how. It's not like I don't notice girls. I finished the sentence lamely, but TJ just nods. That makes sense. TJ, you didn't understand a word of what was just said. Well, have you ever slept with a girl? Jenna! Jenna's face is going from cheerful interest to outright horror. It's so comical, I start laughing despite Jenna's question surprising me as well. Hey, this is how boys talk, right? I've been hanging out with you guys since the 4th grade. Don't excuse me, don't exclude me because I'm a girl. I don't talk like that. Yeah, teacher, you're also very special. Despite teacher's reaction, I'm not too bothered by it. No, I haven't. I kissed a girl once at a party, but that was it. Oh my, look at Chase, our hero over here. The hero of the moist snatch. The hero of the wet cave. The hero of the deep caverns. He truly is a pussy magnet. Do you want to be with a girl just to see what it's like? Really, Jenna? Now I'm starting to get a little embarrassed. Whether TJ is more appalled or not, I can't tell since he's got his face buried in his paws. I don't... Just curious. I was wondering why I didn't pick up on this about you before. Jenna grins, then looks out of the window. I noticed then with the way the sunset is lighting up the diner how pretty her eyes are. It's almost unnatural, the way they glow. Oh God. I feel like he's gonna rail her by the end of this. So I need to ask a favor, Chase. Is Stefan wondering what the hell it might be after that conversation? I'm wondering if you could drive me to the mall. I want to get a few things. I like how he already assumed it's gonna be like her asking weird shit about sex. Or asking him weird shit about sex. And then it's like a really cute request like, could you please take me to the mall? I need to pick up a few things. I want to pick up lube, condoms, dildos, so we can get really fucking comfy tonight, Chase. Oh, sure, what do you need? Jenna hesitates, and for the first time today, she's the one that's... Did I get that right with the sex toys? Well, you know, in Pueblo, we don't exactly have a great Oh, she wants yaoi porn. Okay, it's fine. Oh, yeah? I wouldn't want to know. I never did go to that section of the mall. What's especially lacking is the manga selection. How does Echo have a better manga shop than fucking Pueblo? I smile. I'd forgotten the way that after her first job. I'd drive Jenna to the mall once a week and she'd buy her favorite manga. Jenna's still not looking at me, but I grin. Yeah, it'll be just like when we were in high school. Yeah, you remember when I drove you there to pick up your gay fantasy shit? Have you been keeping up on all those series? I remember I remember being amazed at how much material was in those books compared to the comics. Even they weren't colored. Yeah, mangas are bred differently, Chase. Jenna looks back at me and I can see that she's a little relieved. Did she think I was gonna make fun of her for it? She just needs a little bit wank material, Chase. It's all good. I keep up with it online mostly. This is more for old time's sake. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could be free. Believe it or not, that mall has some of the happiest memories I have of this place aside from Leo's house. Do you remember, Chase, when I flicked my bean in the aisle and read like porn, manga porn? Good times. Very good times. Of course I'd believe that. I guess there are a few special edition volumes I want to get that they might have. I was always surprised with what they were able to bring in. Well, that's cool. You know, I watched an anime since I... Shut the fuck up, Chase! Oh my god. Like, this is so fucking embarrassing. It's like... You're talking to a weeb. You've never watched a anime in your fucking life. And then you're like, dude, do you know I watched one of those weird cartoons you're into, like, since the last time we saw us, and it fucking sucks. Oh really, what was it? I can't really remember. Ichiroe. It was a long title, but it was about this old wolf guy that becomes a samurai. Ichiroyan o Inoru. She says it quickly with what sounds to me like a perfect accent. Maybe that sounds about right. Jenna makes a face like she swallowed a lemon. It's the only old wolf samurai show I know. You gotta watch some of the older stuff. Anime these days is just, you know. No. Well, we need to do that too. One of these nights we're going to Marathon Kanbatene. The hotel Wi-Fi is good enough for it, I think. Just watch fucking Akira. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just show him Akira. If he's not an anime fan after watching Akira, it's a lost cause. Move on. It's got this sort of Western style medieval atmosphere to it. Why would I ever want to watch that in an anime? I don't want to watch Western stuff. Yeah, I think wrong. Maybe she's like, oh yeah, he knows Western medieval style. Could be a gateway drug for him. Maybe that's her thinking process. I'm not Jenna. I don't know nothing about that. I just know that I watched Gushing Over Magical Girls and I like that shit. It was about magical girls. And it was fun. Well, I never really watched anime, even if itchy whatever it was wasn't bad. The idea of staying up late with Jenna watching all foreign cartoons sound like a lot of fun. Wanna join us, TJ? TJ looks up from his phone. What? I was chatting with Jesus! You want to watch anime with us? Sure, why not? Hey, no phones? I tease him, reaching for it and take it from him. I thought that was only for the hike. Glance over the screen, expecting to see some Christian social group or something, but instead it's a text thread from Leo. Yo, Teach, where you at? Oh, TJ. Hi, Leo, we are hiking. You going somewhere after that? Yeah, the diner. Do you want to meet us there? Is Chase going to? Yeah, he's there. Are you reading my text? That's really rude. TJ, I will tell you something. Chase doesn't give a shit right now about it. That's the beauty of Chase, you know? He's always rude and inconsiderate to his friends. I look up at TJ, who's glaring at me from across the table. I look back down at the phone. Alright, on my way. Leo's coming? Yep, he's been messaging me all day. Yeah, he knows that now too, TJ. Jenna and I look at each other, both of our brows raised. What? But that's when Leo's man pulls in front of the diner and I hear Jenna sigh loud. He probably parked that shit on the diner already. Like he was probably just 2 seconds away down the street. And the moment TJ said, yeah, he's here too. Like Leo just hit the nitro injection and just drove right into the diner. Like it's a miracle he didn't drive through the diner wall and just killed everyone inside. Leo's bulky form bounces out of the truck, doing a little jog up to the diner. The bell of the door rings as Leo walks in, all smiles. Hey, Leo! DJ. Leo immediately squeezes into the booth next to me, almost sandwiching me between him and the window. Chase! What's up? He wraps a big arm around my neck and yanks me roughly into a hug, forcing a little squeak out of my throat. See, this is how it should be. We came here to hang out and not to break into little groups and fight. That was Flint's fault. Stop blaming Flint for this. Where is Carl? Huh? Why didn't anybody inform Carl? Why didn't you inform Carl, Leo, huh? You little shit. God, I fucking hate Leo. Jenna says it, quietly eyeing Leo's arm around my neck. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get him to apologize. Things take a little bit of time, you know. Jenna doesn't say anything, instead choosing to look over the menu, even though we've already ordered. Carl's dead. Probably. But anyways, so Chase. This fits so well, man. Ah. You have fun hiking? Leo turns his goofy tongue-out smile on me. I'm about to answer, but that's when his face changes and I see his nose twitching. You smell like a girl. What did I tell you about smelling like a girl, Chase? Do I need to repeat myself about that, huh, Chase? You wanna get hit again, Chase? It's exactly how I imagine Leo if they would be alone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Would you rather smell like a boy? His head snaps to Jenna and it's instantly obvious as to what he's thinking. Jenna, who's looking up now, just smiles sweetly, not trying to explain the situation at all. Leo tenses up, arm tightening around my neck, almost choking me. Leo, you are kinda choking me here. Leo, please stop. Broke his boyfriend's neck in the middle of the diner. I forgot my musk stuff, so Jenna lent me hers. Leo looks back at me, and I can tell he's trying to decide whether or not to believe me. That was great. Wow. I'm having a good time right now, I guess. TJ, though, for once chimes in with something useful, cheerfully unaware. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Sorry, Chase. He looks at me apologetically, but honestly, I could kiss him right now. Leo relaxes a little, but his ears are still pointed straight up and sure sign that he's still tense. He must be used to being choked. I'm not gonna answer that without a lawyer. Alright, well, next time you go. I'm coming too. Oh, I bet you will. I bet you will. Anyway, I'm planning Carl's birthday party tomorrow. What? It's like a month away. Yeah, well, there's not much else to do. Jenna leans back in her seat and folds her ears down. That's really short notice, Leo. Couldn't you have told us this before we came so we could prepare? I think Leo just came up with this shit this morning while taking a shit. And was like, how could I rope in everyone thinking we are doing something together, but I also could be with my boyfriend and then isolated from the group. Oh yeah, I know, right? We are going to celebrate Carl's birthday a month early, and then I'll just take Chase with me and never give him back. Well, I was planning to do that, but you guys just took off without telling me. Before we came here, Leo. Jenna meant like before they traveled to Echo, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ, this is so fucking stupid. I don't have a gift. Leo rubs his face. Jesus Christ. We still got time to do that. Just wanted to tell you what's up. Fuck off, Leo. We chat for a while longer. Then we get our food. Leo orders a milkshake and hangs with us the whole time. Usually I would love to have Leo around, but something about this feels forced and awkward, and Jenna's gonna be gone pretty quiet. Jenna is fucking pissed off at Leo. I can see it in her face. She wants to like rip his dick off right now. The red rocket is gonna get ripped off. Leo doesn't let go of my neck the entire time. Wednesday party. The fuck is going on now? Hey! He clutches his cell phone, the screen shattered and the metallic innards exposed. No texting, let's talk. But I can't. Have you decided on what you're gonna do after school? Don't worry about it right now. We still got a few months to decide. Going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Despite being shattered, the phone in his hand lights up. I see something flash on the screen. Jared, hey. Boyo, where you at? Jared, I miss you. Oh, now. Who's Jared? Did I miss something? Oh, fuck. I find myself panting, sitting upright in the bed of our motel room. My phone vibrating against the nightstand. Better than vibrating against or in your butthole. Reaching over, I grab it and hit the answer button. My eyes still too hazy with sleep to read the call ID. Oh my shit, I have a story. I was once sleeping, like my phone rang. And I wasn't even awake, and I apparently picked up the phone and didn't recognize the person who called me. Until I woke up, essentially. And realized who it was. Hello? Hey! I catch the distinctive baritone rumble on the other end. Yo? That's me. You just waking up? I thought you were gonna film for your project before we hit the mall. Squinting at the screen of my phone. 9 a.m. Oh no! Additionally, I realize that Jenna is staring at me from her bed. The covers up to her chest and her laptop in her lap. The sound of running water must mean that TJ in the bathroom taking one of his legendarily long showers. I'm on spring break. I'm not really imposing too strict of a schedule on myself. I yawn, trying to snap my focus fully back into reality. Despite having slept for at least 10 hours, I don't feel rested at all. Get tested on sleep apnea. Or stop having, like, sleep paralysis. Lazy otter. Feh. Alright, I just called to let you know, college kids know that I'll be at the motel in about 10 minutes. Great! What? Nothing. Chase. What? I'm hanging up now. I need to put on some clothes. I'll see you. I set my phone back down on the nightstand and slide out of the bed. Still rubbing my eyes a bit, I dig through my duffel bag for a decent outfit. You should maybe wash your ass before you do that. Chase. I heard others get musky back there. As I pull out a pair of khaki cargo shorts, I hear Jenna clear her throat. You're still dealing with sleep paralysis? Apparently he is. Huh? He woke up swearing pretty loudly. I'm surprised DJ didn't leave from his shower to check up on you. I feel a twinge of embarrassment. Oh. It wasn't paralysis this time. Just a regular bad dream such. Also, Leo will be here in 10 minutes, so you might want to get dressed. Huh. I see her type something quickly upon her laptop before shutting it. She slides it out of sight beneath the nightstand. I guess she doesn't trust the cleaning staff. I wouldn't trust the cleaning staff in here too. Like, it's Echo. Do you still see a therapist? Nah, I'm not sure. That one in Peyton helped. And you know how things are at Pueblo. Everybody's got a mental disorder or something. It's trendy and no one takes it seriously. That's just stuff Leo says. They have free counseling service available running out of the psychology department. You don't pay all that tuition money for nothing. You might as well use it. I'm with Jenna on this one. It's probably a bit awkward when they have like a student sit in during the session and you just tell to people your deepest, darkest secrets, like how you got out, like how you outed yourself in front of your parents by watching Stallion and Fox porn. But that's okay. Nobody will judge you. I slide on an old t-shirt with Southwestern Adventures printed on the front. The red dye having faded to pink at this point. No. But I don't suffer from hallucinations, sleep paralysis, or night terrors. Please tell me you're at least still taking your medication. None of that helped, so no. Chase. I guess the look she gives me, it's different from her usual almost paternal stare. Her brow is lifted and she seemed more than just concerned. A glimmer of worry present upon her face. I find myself turning away from her abruptly, as if I had seen something I shouldn't have. Trying to keep myself busy with something. I take a bagel from our little communal sack of food on the table, eating it over a napkin. What the fuck is that noise? I can hear TJ at this point trying to dry. It's the dryer in the bathroom with the cheap hotel dryer. It isn't exactly a full body machine like the ones back in Pueblo, so it takes forever. Especially someone furred like TJ. He turns into a damn poof bowl after a minute in one of those things. Meanwhile, Jenna busies herself with getting dressed behind me. I wanna know something, chat. Do we ever get to know why she goes by the name Jenna and not Jasmine? Do we ever get to know that? Because I'm really curious. I mean, I can imagine why she did it, but I wanna know why. Okay. Okay. No, TJ doesn't have a poof ball sprite. How boring. Alright, everyone. I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter today because I feel very tired right now and I don't know why. I think we still got like over 3 hours in combined, so that's still good. I'll be back next Saturday with less confusion when it comes to the streams. We will then explore Jenna fully. Inside and outside, maybe. I don't know. I told her I'm bi. Maybe she's like into musky otters or something. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. Take care, everyone, and have a good Saturday. Bye-bye.